my wife and I found out that we are having our 4th consecutive miscarriage and our 5th in total. So we've now had 5 in the last 4 years. And for all the other miscarriages, I have felt so many different emotions. From kind of, loneliness, despair, disappointment, sadness. But for this one, overriding emotion that I have running through my entire body is real anger. For example, I'm angry at the nurses and the doctors and the people who said that we have as much chance of having a normal pregnancy as anybody, which just isn't true. I've looked on Google and asked different people, and the more miscarriages you have, the less likely your chances of having a normal pregnancy are. Those times when I've been sat in a room with a medical professional and they say your chances are the same as everybody else, gives you completely false hope. So as soon as we fell pregnant, suddenly I put myself in the same category as everybody else, and that has only set me up for a massive fall. So just before Christmas, Jen told me she was pregnant.
I knew it! Did she?
Yes!
Why?
She put a positive pregnancy test in a cracker. It was Christmas. And we sat on the bed and she said, come on, pull this with me. So I pulled the cracker and the positive pregnancy test fell. And I knew straight away. I knew straight away. And but for everybody else in that moment where you find out you're pregnant, you are filled with joy and excitement and expectation, and it's just wonderful. I reckon I had 0.5 of a second of those feelings before I could literally feel the blood drain from my head, and I'm left feeling anxious and worried and nervous. But the point is, for someone who's had miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage, that whole excitement around pregnancy and finding out you're pregnant is completely evaporated. It's not there. And that's really, really hard to deal with. And this pregnancy felt a little bit different. Over Christmas, Jane was glowing. She had incredibly bad morning sickness, and her belly started bloating and getting a little pregnancy bump really early, which hasn't happened in the other miscarriages. So, I tried not to let myself, but my brain started going down that route of maybe this one is okay. The thing about miscarriage is that you can do everything by the book and still it happens. And we're 5 in now, and we've asked doctors for advice, and we've read books, and we've read up on it, and we have tried to do everything we possibly can, and still it happens. The most difficult thing by a long way is, as a man, as a dad, I want to be there for my wife. And 1 minute, and this is completely literally, 1 minute she's lying on the sofa with a hot water bottle in incredible pain because she's got stomach cramps from the miscarriage. And then the next minute she's upstairs in the bathroom being sick from morning sickness. Just to even comprehend that is so abstract, and the emotional toll that takes is unreal. It's absolutely unreal. So right now we are in that interim period. So the doctors have said you're having a miscarriage, or you will have a miscarriage any day now, and we've got an operation booked in a few days' time. So we're in that middle period where Jen is carrying an unviable fetus, And what that must be like, I have no idea. I can't even begin to empathise with that. Every miscarriage has been hard. Our first one was over our wedding day. Like, again, the happiest day of your life. And yet you've got something terrible going on underneath. Like, that's crazy. I don't even know, it screws my head up even now to think about it. Then we had the second one, the third one, and then the fourth one. And now we've got this one. And it's different. This time is different. At some point there is going to come a time where I have to accept that maybe I'm not supposed to have another baby. And when you want something so bad and it's not happening, it's so hard to deal with. It's taking its toll on Jen's body. Not my body, Jen's body. Both our heads, but Jen's body. And, you know, to love, care, and protect her is one thing. So how can I put her through that again? How can I put her body through this again? Another operation, another general anaesthetic. Weeks of pain. My entire life I have been optimistic and hopeful, and I've always tried to give the benefit of the doubt where I can and look on the bright side of things. You know, every cloud I've had has always had a silver lining. But this is changing the way I am thinking. And, you know, now I'm hopeless. Now I'm pessimistic. Now I expect the worst. I mean, we have read and we've read and we've read so much stuff. It's not uncommon for people to have severe depression and severe anxiety after one miscarriage. And you know what? 5 is taking its toll on me. 5 is making me actually reassess a hell of a lot of things in life. But for all the others, people have said, how are you? Are you doing okay? And I've gone, yeah, I'm okay, I'm hanging in there, like we're doing what we can. But this time, people say, how are you? The answer is rubbish. I am dreadful. I have never been worse. The worst thing you can say to somebody is, yeah, but you've already got beautiful children. And I fully understand that there are some people who are in the same situation who don't have any children. And I fully understand that that is incredibly difficult. But saying it's okay, you've already got children, doesn't make it okay. Like, the question in my head is, will there be a next time? And I genuinely don't know the answer to that. And being terrified is not a very manly trait, so the world will tell us. And I am really, really scared. I think it is safe to say that my heart is completely broken over this, in every which way possible, because the woman I love is really suffering, and we're also grieving loss, and just processing that is impossible.